poor Colt with them mommy issues. So Hunter x Hunter episode 92. Quite a few things happened in this episode. First of all, I want to talk about them mommy issues with the queen dying and whatnot. And I'm sorry, the queen is absolutely stupid, a piece of shit. Like, she's dying there. You know, she's dying. And the only person she can think of is the kid that she gave birth to that did this to her. It's like Colt is right there, like, oh, I give my body, my soul, my blood, my bones for her. And she's just like, but did the king get his medicine? Did he get his minerals for the day? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry, the queen is one stupid ass motherfucker. She deserves to die. She deserved that fate that she got because, like, she's just pretty much an idiot. To me, she's an idiot, period. Like, her whole purpose in life was to give birth to this motherfucker that killed her. Thinks of less than... He probably thinks that she is less than a toilet bowl full of shit. That's how he treated her. It's like, yo, bitch, you were only good to give birth to me. That's the only good thing you ever did in your fucking life. So, fuck the queen. I felt bad for Colt in this situation. He, to me, was dealt the wrong hand because, like, he's actually not like any of the other ants. He's actually a pretty decent person because of his roots from that little boy that he was born from and reincarnated from. And I felt bad for Colt. Like, the scenery around him was very appropriate. The way Tagashi did that, having everyone else crying, and then the one dude that shows up and he's just like, yo, if you say that you'll never eat humans again, and that baby will never eat humans, we'll protect you, or I'll protect you. That was just a great moment overall. Now, that baby kind of had me a little bit like, yo, what the fuck is going on? First of all, it's like it just came out of nowhere. Was that supposed to be like the other king? Maybe she had another king in her, but this was very premature since the king came out premature. Miriam, which, by the way, we got his name, Miriam. Like, I mean, I'm still going to call him the king at the end of the day because, like, Miriam is not really the beast name, so he's going to continue to be the Ant King for me. And it's like, was that supposed to be another king? Then, but, like, you know, since this one came out premature, this one stood like a little human-looking baby, or was this like maybe the good essence of the king, since the king is so rotten, unlike all the other ants? Like, all the other ants have like some human nice traits, but the Ant King just seems like completely like an asshole, unstoppable monster. Maybe that was a good part of him or something, I don't know. But that was definitely an interesting factor of this particular episode, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? The whole thing with Gon and Kitawa wasn't too exciting this particular round. It was just like, whatever. That was kind of like my least favorite part of the episode because it just was giving a little more backstory of, like, that Kite was basically a decent dude paying for that place for, I think her name was Spin. I forget the chick's name with the scumbag Steve's hat or whatever. That's what I always look at her as. Like, every time I see her, I'm like, that scumbag Steve's hat, give it back. So it was like, whatever. I didn't really care for that part. But the whole thing, like, yo, did my eyes deceive me? Was that Kite, but like with a scar under his eye, doing some crazy shit. I can't wait to see what dastardly deed Neferpito did with Kite's body. I'm pretty sure that was Kite's body. Is he revived as, like, you know, is it Kite? Or did she do something like put home Nen and he's just actually like a doll living off of her Nen? I don't know, but like that shit just caught my interest and I'm really excited about that because, like, that's probably one of my favorite moments in all of Hunter x Hunter, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on with that? It looked as though he was like a zombie or something because he just had like one big giant gas right here. So it's just like, is he a zombie maybe? Maybe she revived him somehow with some sort of crazy Nen that she has. I don't know. But that shit just freaked me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That shit freaked me out a bit. I like how all the ants as well. All the ants in the episode are starting, like, they want to become kings on their own. To me, it's kind of stupid and pointless. Like, that's over dreaming because at the end of the day, you can't beat the main king guy. So what the hell are you trying to become a king? Because he's trying to become king of the world. They're just trying to become little kings or whatever. So their ambitions are definitely way over their head. They'll never do any of that because at the end of the day, to become king of the world, he will kill and slaughter each and every one of them with no problems whatsoever. Just throwing that out there. Like, don't get it twisted. You might think that you beast, but the Ant King will fuck your shit up. So they have the good goals, and they're, again, just exhibiting the fact that they're from humans. They all have their own ambitions and goals, and they all want to be in some sort of power and a power seat. But why? They're not gonna do shit. So this episode, pretty B stuff. The whole thing with Netero as well. That again, like that was probably one of the other two parts that I just felt kind of slow. And it definitely reminded me, and no bullshit, like this is straight up. And I think I've heard that Togashi was very inspired by the Cell arc, and that's why the Ant King kind of looks like a mix of Cell and Frieza combined or something. The scene when Netero was powering up, and he's like, "Yo, how do I stack against him?" That is an exact replica. And don't tell me otherwise. I know what I freaking saw. That was an exact replica of the Cell saga before the Cell games, where Goku is at, I believe it's Korin's tower, and he's powering up, and he's like, I want you to tell me where I stand against Cell. And then the reaction that Netero had as well, when he pretty much found out that, yo, you will get fucked over, you will get your ass kicked. You won't even make it to the king. The royal guards will fuck your shit up. You won't even make it to the king. That was a very similar reaction that he just smiled. He said, oh, okay, good, I'm going to have a challenge that Goku had. So, Togashi, you a little too inspired by that Cell saga. I don't know, you must have really loved that Cell saga, though, because that was straight up, that was Dragon Ball Z right there. A little bit on the Krusty side, Togashi. I gotta call it out right now. I'm sorry, I gotta call it out. But still, overall, very good episode. I give this episode definitely, it was on the 8 out of 10. It had its slow moments, and, you know, it wasn't the greatest episode or anything like that. It had a couple little nice spots here and there. Definitely the emotional side. I really like that part. I felt for Colt. I felt you right here, dog. The mommy issues, I felt you, dog. But overall, very good episode. I really wish we would have got more of the King Miriam, because, like, after last episode, it's like, yo, I'm loving this guy right now. I want to see more of exactly how nasty and wicked this dude really is. And this whole thing with, like, is Netero really not going to even make it to the king? A part of me is like, I can't believe it, because this is Netero. This is Netero. Do I have to say any more? This is old dude with some crazy strength. So a part of me can't believe right now that he couldn't even make it to the king. I don't know. For anime-only viewers, do you think Netero can make it to the king, or he's really just going to get dusted off by one of the royal guards? And what did you think about that whole thing with the baby? Do you think that that baby will become like the next king or some crazy shit? He will be able to rival the king at some given point. To me, it looked like a human baby or something. I don't know. It was just some weird shit. But overall, again, very good episode. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for all the craziness in this episode, because it did have a lot of things. It had the kite moment. It had, well, what I thought kite anyway. I don't really know. And, you know, I had a couple other good stuff. So, yeah, very good episode. 8 out of 10 of ForneverWorld. And as always, people, have an awesome day, and Hunter Hunter for the win.